of the Abuja animator. People like Fejuru, you meet her there. She's a powerful animator. She's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And that would be like next week or 2 weeks. We'll inform you when. But this is Uchenna. Uchenna, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Uchenna. I'm a 3D generalist and a game designer. Wow.
Okay, 3D general. Come on, tell them what you did on stage right now.
You're being very modest. Too modest.
Let me bring it closer.
No, I want to make
it full screen. Like solving issues, making sure the art worked in the game engine. So helping visual transition in animation or 3D art from iClone or character creator to Unity.
Unity expert.
Yeah.
That's my area of expertise.
So lighting. You forgot the lighting. It's been so long anyway. We finished the project since.
Right. Okay, so Uchenna started out with us, and what he built on SN completed. Baba came in last minute, kicked it out of the park. Fejuro is in the UK.
In Abuja.
Sorry, in Abuja. Fejuro, what's going on? Are you traveling soon? Fejuro is a slayer. Nana calls her
the assassin.
The assassin. Fejuro the assassin. We had a couple of wonderful people on our team, and we set out to do this. By this time last year, Nana and I were sitting down, literally praying, literally excited, and just hopeful that there was something unique we could bring to the animation space in Nigeria. And we had gone through, a couple of studios in Nigeria, looking at their work and saying, you know what, we want to be a part of you to help you to bring your work to light. It just couldn't work. And we're like, okay, you know what, let's embark on our own project. This project will be a proof of concept of what? Of the fact that we could make animation, we could tell very authentic, original, multicultural stories that represent us in a way that is faster and cheaper, more affordable, right? Because animation is crazily expensive. And guys on TikTok, we are live on YouTube now, Vertex TV. You can join us, okay, on YouTube. Or if you're comfortable on TikTok, please just continue. But we welcome you here. And that's what we set out to do with Stay Dry. By December, we began to recruit the team, December, January, and by the end of January, I think the last week in January, Nana, correct me, Uche, please correct me, we set off in January. By the 7th month, we were set to launch by August or July. We had our project complete. We couldn't even believe it ourselves. We documented the process. So you see this man over here, Uchenna, you'll be seeing his face a lot in the new year because we made sure.
Set up.
We made sure, no, maybe not live, but we made sure that Uchenna, yes, documented his process, and he was eager to do that, to show us what was working, what was failing, how we set off to use the different applications that we use, just what was working and what was failing, so that we can put it out, into the public, because our goal is to create an economy for Nigerian or African creatives to tell their own stories, in a way that is, like I said, less expensive and faster, right? And here we are today with Stay Dry. We have just released episode 4. Please leave us your comment. It's right there. Woo, woo, woo! Yes, we're down to the 4th episode. And when we asked the animators what we did in 7 months, how long will it usually take you to do? They said to us nothing less than 2 years, right? 2 years. And we consider this a feat, and we don't want to be quiet about it. And we just thought that it would be great to show you who we are, so that, you can get to meet us, and then we get to meet you as well. So please just leave us your comment, ask us questions. We have the geniuses, they're here to answer. So over to you, Nana.
Hey.
I'm done a bit.
All right.
Oh, I didn't introduce myself.
Uh-huh.
My name is Mary Jane, and I am the producer of Stay Dry and co-founder of Vertex. And I was just doing any work on the job. Anything that they want me to do, I will do. Nana says, stay awake. We have work done. Like, okay. I don't think that's true, but whatever.
It was the opposite.
I was keeping him awake.
Like,
thank you.
Stay awake and edit. Hey, y'all. Okay, yes. So you can tell this is more of a hangout where we're just chilling and relaxing. I'm going to sit here, if that's okay. Yeah. All right. So thank you for being with us. We thought we'll do a well. We're gonna do some videos, but we just thought we'll do a live, so it's just a lot more casual and not very scripted, right? But I wanted to have a chat. I wanted us to have a chat and just think about, the new this past year, this 2025. We started out the project officially kicked off January 20th, I think, and with in the midst of just lots of uncertainty. We didn't know what we were going to do, but we knew what we wanted to achieve. We didn't know how we were going to get there actually, but we knew what we wanted to achieve. But I just wanted to think about your experience. So, Uchenna, you were with us right from the very start. We met up for the first time. Were you there with us? And no, it wasn't you. Yeah, we met up for the first time in mid well, not mid year, but later in the year. But we kicked off January 20th or thereabouts, and you joined about like a month after. Yeah. But what was the experience like? What was or just generally this past year? Because we've done a lot. Each of us are independent artists, like doing our own thing at different fields, and also doing stage right. Like we're doing multiple things, wearing different hats at the same time, and working on stage right. So it was truly a project of passion. So what was the experience like this past year? What were the things that were your highlights? The things that didn't really work out, the things that you overcame? Just a time to reflect.
So for me, Syria was I didn't know what I didn't know what I was getting into when I started. I just thought it was another job, another job. Something like I just Pedro kind of like mentioned animation and other. I heard about stage drive from a friend too,
Yes.
a colleague too, and not just Pedro. So I found myself on the team, and it seemed very easy to tackle. But at first, when I heard about the project, I was scared. I was like, I know Unity real time would will get us there when it comes to relationship, but how we get the story together. And the story was big, this huge story we were trying to get. But I fell in love with the story, and my favorite character was Mali from day one. She's just mysterious. I liked her, She was my favorite character. I couldn't wait to get to her scene. But at the end of the day, the shock of the job of the year for me was having to learn so much. I used to go into projects not having a clue, or I used to working in art projects and we don't have a direction. We just want to make something beautiful and move on, right? But here I was being exposed to marketing, the ground story from ground up, the whole core of the company. I didn't feel like just a staff. I felt like part of the process, like the real process, and that team kind of after a while, I just felt like home. And I learned every week we would learn, we would analyze what's working, what's not working. I really had like a very horrible computer at the time. and I was glad
It's gone.
It's gone.
You don't have it.
I dashed it out.
Okay.
Oh god.
praise be.
So all through my mind was just to get that job, save up for the computer. That was what I was thinking about. But I ended up learning how to. First of all, it got me back into Unity. I used to make games back in the day, and I left Unity just for no reason. I don't remember why I left, but so they brought me back, and not only brought me back into art, brought me back into how to build a product. That was what was interesting for me. So it made me want to build product one more time. So when we finished, or when my part was done, I was eager to go start building something again. And I also had like as a teacher, like I teach, that's my day job, and having to teach without having something practical to show my students was very scary. So they're like, okay, you're teaching us how does the landscape feel to get a job? When last did you get a job? Having them I'm part of something right now was really, really something I needed them to have faith in. Like, we're just talking to you, there's actually something happening. And having to take what I learned from the team back to the students, when they're asking real world questions, okay, I've made this admission, how do I sell it? What do I do? How do I social media? All those things I've done in real time and then pushing to my students. And it was really it made the whole process really useful for me beyond just money. So I felt at home. I felt like home. I got more than I thought I was going to get.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you.
Uchenna said to us one time that even because we wanted him to work like an extra month or two, right?
Yes.
And he said to us like, I can do this without the money. I haven't worked with us for
Yes.
3 months.
Yes.
That was very, very touching.
We'll never do that though, but yes.
Yeah,
But that was very touching.
Yeah, I agree. I hope I wasn't. I said no.
He said, no, you guys, I can work for this. I can do this thing without the money. It felt like passion project for everybody.
Yeah. it was such a good experience. I mean,
Yeah.
I loved it. Like, so I felt like we could always rely on everyone. You know, it was that sort of thing. Or just that sort of good point. But I want to pick on that point you made about Mali. You lit. So we hadn't finished much of it, but he went and lit the whole scene. He did everything. He lit. He lit Mali. He did
Love Mali.
completed the whole
Love Mali.
Like when I read the script, I felt like we have straight.
straight.
And you've not, and there's like a whole story about
I
Mali.
want to know where she goes next.
Maybe we should send him Mali's
Even
episodes.
from when she knocked on the door, I knew this girl was doing
It's-
I want to know where she ended up. She was personal for me. I want to just get to where she was.
Nice. And the other thing you mentioned about being a teacher, like I think that was the most surprising thing. I don't know why it was surprising though, but it was the most surprising thing about Uchenna, because it was like, oh yes, let's try and document stuff and everything. And I expected it to be very difficult,
Like,
to
it
be a
was easier
struggle.
for him.
But this guy's churned out. He was like, oh, so we did this, I did this. He recorded the whole
Loved it. He's a
screen
teacher.
grabbed everything. He's like, if you want to learn anything,
He's a teacher.
this is the guy. This is the guy.
Teacher.
So yes, amazing. And Baba, I think we're going this way. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I prefer to go last.
No, but this is
Just because it came in last
I
minute.
came in last minute.
I want to go last minute. No, but seriously, like, you know, when I reached out to you, it was like, what was it like? We need something next week or something like that. Yeah. It was something like that. Yeah. So me and Baba, we go way back. We went to the same uni, and yes, so we've known each other for a while, and we've been talking animation for years. Baba has been in it, like he knows all the tools, like, and yes, he's an accomplished storyteller. He has his own channel. Check it out. What is it? Bravoria Stories. Yes.
Bravoria. Uche has a
We'll
store.
just-
Has
Yes,
his channel where
we
he
have your
teaches
channel
as
too.
well. Uche, what's your channel?
Bosaman, right?
Bosaman.
Bosaman.
Bosa man.
Yes.
And spell your.
Bravura.
So Bravura.
R-A.
Oh, RA.
Yeah, Bravura Stories.
Bravora Stories. Yes.
Yeah. I saw
Yes.
something. You showed me something.
Yes, he did.
just
Yes.
released
Love and War.
When
Love becomes war.
Yes,
When love becomes war. Such a good story.
Love
You
it.
guys need to check it out. Such a
Love
good story. Check it out. But yeah, but you've been in animation for all this time, and you've gathered a wealth of experience. You've gone from 2D, 3D. We start from 3D. Going
2D.
Oh, sorry, 2D.
2D, 3D.
The days of
2D,
Flash.
3D, 2D.
Yes.
We've just been going, having that kind of relationship. Anything works. That's what
Yes.
the climate we have here.
Yeah.
Like from coming out from school,
Mhm.
you just thought that once you get this, there's a good pathway.
Mhm.
But coming out now, realize there's really no pathway. So it's more like you're using your machete to just clear the grass. So it is 3D, you do 3D, it is 2D,
You go that
so
way.
you end up learning so much and hoping to put that thing in practice. So a lot of the times that it's more like most of the job I knew I had to. Most of the place I first work, I had to get there and say, look, I could do this thing, I could do this. Okay, just let's do this, let's do this. Like the first place I worked, even in Kaduna, was an advert agency, and they didn't need animation and all that, but like I sold myself so much so that when I was there, I did not had a contract for there was a festival coming in Kaduna, and then I had a contract to do an animation and a mascot for this thing. So it was more like the guy said, okay, now let's see what you could do.
Wow.
So even then, it was still, as you're saying, last minute. I see if I've been doing last
It's been
minute.
there.
So it was more like something you do for a month, or you have 1 week. Let's see what you could do. And even explaining that this will take time and that, but so we have to make do of what we do. And they liked it, and from there I kept on pushing the 3D and all with 2D. So there's just so much medium that I just like the arts, the animation, the storytelling. So once I see this, I just want to dive into it. So I dive into it and I copy. So there's just so much knowledge space that you gather, and I didn't want to be limited with the tools. that are out there.
As in,
Opportunity.
this is so him. Like no limitation. He's like video editing, got you. It's like 3D, got you. 2D, got you. AI, got you. It's like, and your speed of execution, man, is fantastic.
You have to look for the fastest way.
You have to look
because there's so much constraint here.
Yes.
And the more that's one of the things when you came to me and I was saying this, and I actually resonate. Like you've been there,
Mhm.
even if you've been around the country for a while,
Mhm.
you still know what's going on here, and you know the challenges, and
Yeah.
so I resonate with that.
Mm.
And you've always, like, when you started, I was like, to me, what just came to my mind is like, it's about time. Because you've been saying it.
Dipping my toe.
The other time we met, then at
Yes,
Maryland,
yes.
and we talked. So,
Years
so it's
ago.
about, wow, it's about time.
It's about time.
And your approach towards this, because one of the problems we have as creative is when we set out to do a passion project, especially in the country here, a lot of constraints come out, a lot of unexpected things come out that you find that project never gets made. Because wanting to be the best, there's just so much constraint. You're not saying now from the
Doesn't see the
lights
light of
problem,
day.
from whatever. You might just be happy today that today I'm going to give it my best. Something out of nowhere will just appear. So there's that thing that you find out, and the problem is when you start delaying the project, 3 months, 2 months, from there you find out it becomes 2 years. Then all you have is work in progress, not actually a product. So I really just resonate with him, and I liked his let's do this attitude and let's get it out there. Let's get it out there and
Let's get it
build
out
from
there. Yes.
From there we could now be making it the way it was. So I
Yeah.
really just look at that. This is the way.
Yeah.
If not, it wouldn't be done.
It will not come
won't
out.
be done
Progress,
because
not perfection.
everybody
Progress.
wants something to be so perfect, especially if you're creative. You
If
want
you're
the best.
yes.
You want to pour your soul. You want to put. But at the point in time, you just have to look at it out. There's someone that said, his word is finished, not perfect. So you get it done, then I know. But so I really enjoy what I see. I really enjoy the team, and I really like. I just know it's gonna get better. It's gonna get more effective, and these conversations we'll start having series of conversations around the country and more. So we're living a good time where the tools are becoming more friendly, and because I remember then when we were learning 3D, I actually learned 3D Max with the help manual.
Yes, with the book. Yes,
the help file. Like
I remember you too.
I then.
Yes,
I don't know if it's Maya
Oh my
or
goodness,
whatever.
3 years
The help
Max
file.
8.
Yes,
Max 8 or something.
You have to download the help
You
file.
download the help file.
Now we have access to
Yes.
to information that were not really available then. And it's a good time.
Yes.
to be around.
Yes. Like we always say, it's never been easier. It's never been easier. And even with all the constraints, still never been easier.
No, it's not. No, it's not easy.
But
It's not easy.
But yes,
It's
yes.
never easy.
Wow.
It's never easy.
I love what you said about just get it out there, because we almost got to that point. It's like, it's not good enough. But I mean, you have to work within the constraints that you
Characters are not
have.
blinking.
The characters were all blinking. The characters were blinking.
They'll blink in episode 2.
The characters blinked. So now, even for episode 4, we're like, should we add more blinks?
Yes.
But yes,
But that was the mindset from the beginning.
we're not seeing you.
You can't see me.
Yes,
Because
you
I'm
need to-
behind the camera.
Yes, but
I'm
you need
doing-
to show up. You need
Yeah.
to show up.
Okay, no.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
so
but
sorry.
she's trying to get things
Okay, but
ready.
I'm trying to make sure that I'm now live on IG as well. So this is TikTok, this is IG.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Wow. Hey.
yeah.
Hello from the
So-
internet other side.
Okay, yeah. So you were saying it from the get go. What you were saying was very important. She said, "Mary Jane, we're not setting out to make perfect work." You kept saying it wasn't perfect work. We were just going to do one thing perfectly. That's what you were saying. You were saying execute. Just focus on one thing and execute on that thing. Execute that thing very well. So you kept saying that. So when we were getting the feedback that something is not blinking, like it didn't phase us one bit. We're like, whatever it was, we wanted the feedback. We'll improve upon it in the next episode. That was not the point. The point was that you can create. I think for us, the characters, we wanted very unique characters. For us, characters would be like the lifeblood of the story. First off, get these unique characters out, and equip them well enough to become interesting characters. Like I was saying, Mali's an interesting character. Teddy's an interesting character. These are unique characters, stand alone that you can decide to pull stories off of individually.
Spin-offs.
Spin-offs
coming. Oh wait.
Yes.
Maybe.
So yeah, that was it. I just wanted to say that. So yeah,
Okay.
it was mostly progress, not necessarily perfection.
Yeah.
We're aiming for.
Yeah, and so Baba, you like when so when we reached out to him, it was like, okay, we need this. We need in cinematic in shots. We need hacking screens. We need this. Like, what's up? Can you do it? Can you pull it off? I was like, I'm so busy. I'm like, please. We go way back, and I could understand if it was anyone else. I don't know if it would have been.
Actually,
He said that he said he was joking. So these are the constraints that you deal with when you're making something. Like, everyone's busy, and when we were all working, we we're all doing different projects at the same time. Working full time. And still trying to get this out there. So this was a project of passion. And these guys are superheroes. I tell you, the channel is not showing here. Where's there we go. Oh, you're hiding. Oh yeah. You have to.
No,
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and that those few weeks. Well, not even few weeks. Just over time. I just called him. Maybe that's the thing of being very reliable. I can call him up and be like,
11 p.m.
11 p.m.
12,
we need this, and he delivered, man. So, man, amazing. Thank you. And, yes, thank you for coming on this journey with us. Yes. SN! No, don't be shy. It's just a chat. We met first time, is it 2 years back at Ansi, and she got a Vertex shirt. Was it a Vertex?
I got a Vertex notebook. Yeah,
Okay, not the shirt.
Not the shirt.
Oh, okay. We need to get you the shirt then.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the book, and I was like, I really just liked Key's vibe and the design of the book, if that makes sense. But I really liked it, and I kept it. And we went again in 2020 this year.
Yeah.
And which was also really cool. Anyway, we got home, and then he now says one day randomly, "Do you know any cool environment artists?" And I'm like, "Me?"
Yours truly. I didn't know. So as far as I was concerned, you were like a producer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
Yes.
it's like side quest, but I feel like
Yes.
my day job. That's my day job. That's
Yes. Yeah. So. This is the thing with creative, right? You would have all the different expressions of talent everywhere, right? So when I was asking, I didn't even think of it. I said, okay, what are we still doing here? Let's work together. And
The thing is that I knew her as an artist, not anything else.
oh, really?
yeah.
So you had known her before now.
I
I was the
keep
ignorant
track
one
of
introducing
everybody in
them.
that space.
Ah.
Everybody in this
You know
space.
everyone, yeah.
We know all of them.
Interesting.
You monitor, hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, but working on the project was it exposed me to working with Unity, which I never ever used before, and so that was literally expanding my skill set. So I was really really excited for that, and also just being able to have some freedom to just express yourself with the environment. Those were really really cool. Yeah, and the characters. There was this scene where somebody what's her name? She was dancing. It was
Yes.
probably my
Lima.
favorite.
Lima.
Yeah, Lima was dancing, and that was my favorite. I used to go back and just play that place. Set it to music. But
That scene was so hard.
Yeah.
Just getting the
Yeah.
music. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
But so that's, and I like what you said about being able to have your own input. So it's the scary thing was that it was important for us to let each person have their signature on the project, and it's scary because sometimes you might not get what you want, or you might get better than you want, and most of the time we just got better than we wanted. We and when it frees you up not to not micromanage, and micromanaging is terrible. You just say, man, this is the main thing, let's do it like this, and man, these guys delivered. And when you delivered the first the living room,
The living
because it was
room. Yeah, that
living
was
room
the first
first,
one.
and I was like, okay, okay, can we do these other rooms? We almost wanted to manufacture a whole new room, a whole new set, so we could just have more sets, and then the games room. Now, if you notice in episode 4, and then, if you notice in episode 4, it's like this game. We can't waste it. Let's just show. Let's show. Yes. So I mean, really, really amazing work. Really amazing work. So you guys, like, it's been amazing working with you. So actually, from you were with us for maybe 2 months or something,
Yeah,
right?
it was really cool.
What was the thing that surprised you the most, or what was the thing that I don't know that
Stood
you
out.
enjoyed? Yeah, that stood out the most.
Like with working with
Yes.
veterans.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my God.
what I think that one of the things I think is just the community. You said something about not like there was so much freedom to just like express yourself, which was really important to me. And then yeah, it was just really chill. Like it was just really cool. Like I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I know sometimes maybe I slack off a little bit, but like I'm like, okay, this is ready, and they're like, oh yeah, I like it. Or even if you don't like it, like, and I was having like it was just a really good learning process for me. Learning to use Git, learning to
Okay, now upload to GitHub.
Upload to GitHub. Oh.
So I used to have so much fear that I would do something and destroy everywhere. But everybody was nice, and like it was such a warm environment to work in. So that was really cool.
Oh my!
And the story like shows the coolness of everybody involved. You know?
Yeah, wow. Git. Uchenna. We're about to traumatize Uchenna right now.
Yeah, man.
But Baba never had to work with Git. Although we like drive. Yes. Because it's so last minute, there's no time to do revision. It's like, what? This is good. Yeah. Let's go. But so we've had like, this year with all the other different projects that we've also worked on. Is there any other project that you want to talk about? Anything else that you've done creatively that you want to mention from a perspective of this is what how I grew in this area, or anything? Just as creatives and in Nigeria, trying to work with all the constraints and everything.
All right, what's the question?
I
Should
can ask a
rephrase
different
the
question.
question?
Yes,
Okay, so because no, it's okay. I'm just gonna use your video anyways. That creativity thrives in constraints, right? So, and we know you talked about it. Tons of constraints that we face as creatives in just the unique Nigerian problem of no power, just infrastructure, technological infrastructure to even work with as a tech person. It can be very, very debilitating. So, but we also believe that sometimes creativity those constraints can push you, stretch you in a way that would unleash more creativity so that you can, function, just become more, more creative, because you need to achieve a result. So I would say that where have you seen those crazy constraints that seem to have held you bound, but you were able to maybe like find your way around, wiggle through and say, you know what, I'm going to use this situation here and do this as a creative and come up with this genius. Has that ever happened? First off, if not, let's just.
I know you guys have been doing stuff.
Maybe not. For some people, it's paralysis. Once that happens, they just go into paralysis.
For the whole space, every time I've seen Nigerian creatives, I started making stuff digitally. Remember, I started learning 3D and Photoshop or whatever I learned. Every Nigerian has always beaten that roadblock of lack. Like we've always thrived in that lack. We've never had enough crack software, learn new software. Like some studios shut down when some software. I remember when Soft Image 3D software came out, it was like lightweight, the cream of the pop at the time. Studios relied on it, and when it shut down, studios went into extinction. And just didn't even know. We just went to the next thing. We just pick the next one. Like if Photoshop dies today, we move to the next one. We don't even know. We don't even know. They just can't tell you which software was before which. We just know we want to make 3D is what we use, and if it's not existing, we move to the next thing. Like we've always learned to operate when there was lack. So that's something I'm not going to say unique to any one Nigerian. Because when I went to a program called Nest, the reason why they picked me was because of, and every Nigerian was great. That was the time I had to greet. I think what great was. The white person was like, if there's anything, anywhere she can get great in this Africa, Nigerians are like a full robot of great. So for great, she's going to pick me to the program. So I got to the program. And because at the time I was making games and I didn't know how to code. It was like now where you could use ChatGPT. I'll find a way, I'll get the code, I would understand, I would cut corners and I'll make a full game. I'm like, I'm not a programmer, but I make games. So, and she was impressed and said, okay, you know, we're going to take this and we're going to make you learn how to make products. Don't make game for a year. And we'll pay a scholarship for 1 year. So most Nigerians that got to go to the program had the same thing they said, same thing. Wow. So in Nigeria, when it comes to creative sector, we are the ones, everybody has to thrive, regardless of this, what's happening. I'm sure if they shut down the internet today, Nigerians will still be doing something. We'll just find a way out. When they shut down Twitter, what do? We just found a way to connect again. Like so, if that's the question, every Nigerian can answer that question regardless of.
Wow.
So,
So you're saying it's an Oyibo question?
Like, so I find it a bit difficult to answer because it's like, when have you ever had it like smooth like that? But it's just like there's so much with the softwares. There's the free softwares. There's the Blenders, Unreal, Unity. At least they have these things, these parts that you can take advantage of that are accessible, right? To be able to get that thing that you want, no matter how small. And then from there, you like develop your skills to hopefully be able to get access to even better things, which is I think what drives me, because I started from Blender, YouTube, and then now I'm on every other software, like because you have to learn. Somebody was asking me, "Oh, you use Blender?" I'm like, I use everything. Like so now I've added Unity to that arsenal of mine. So
yeah. And let's talk about AI. Like there's no conversation now that we don't. There's no AI mention of AI, and it's very relevant actually because it's technology. It is technology, and it's very powerful, and it's getting faster, better, and everything every day. So let's talk about how we've been able to even in for the 3D production of stage, right? We use it in as an assistive technology, but we haven't used it in the generate in the what's the there are two different terms. Okay, yeah. So to generate the actual animation, but in terms of the process and making things faster, we're very AI forward, or at least as much as we could, based on the tools that were available. So when do we see the next phase of this sort of storytelling? Because you can make whole movies now using AI, but you have a lot of experience with this as well. Like you tell really great stories that people actually enjoy and love. Do you see that becoming more of a thing, and people make stuff in a week as opposed to like we did something in 7 months? I
want to start from him, from Baba, because he uses AI already. So we were having this conversation before you came right in. About those in the creative space. So they were calling it creative. I said I think the first problem is that you are addressing some people as creative. It automatically means that the people who are not using AI are not as creative. So
and that's not true.
That's such a wish wash. It's not true. So it's the next wave. It's just what it is, and it's creativity at its best. If you ask me, I mean, anything that comes in to simplify complex, that's the solution. And it was well thought through, well crafted. The coding behind it, massive. Do you see? So I'd like to ask, but I'm not saying anything.
No,
but you're in creative groups. Exactly.
I'm not fighting in the group, so this is the issue I have. The issue I have is that Nigerian creatives out of everything we have, this issue I have with general, I fight on Twitter everywhere. But when I come back to the Nigerian space, I get almost angry because out of the whole world, the people that don't have enough, we don't have power supply, we don't have support. If you want to get a good computer, you talk about 700K and above. And I had that the way things are going right now, 700K puts you at the 1% of people that are receiving good salaries. Can you imagine 700K? So that means people can buy computers. And I teach through the art, and these students, I have like over 1,000 students. A lot of them cannot afford computers. And then we have this AI that will save you all this rendering time, speed up the work.
And he's not talking about children.
And you're rejecting the thing that will put you where jump 15 years of being behind. Our 3D space, we have not gotten anywhere because we're trying to play the game of the West. We're trying to play Hollywood. We can't beat them at their game. You can be a better basketballer than the white people, than the basketballers in America. Like that's how I see. So AI came to just feel. First of all, I talk about ChatGPT. I'm not talking about generating images, or that's just part of it, right? But for your MVP, as someone who I mentioned the program I went to earlier. Before I went to that program, I was just an art guy. When I came from that program, I was a tech guy. So it's just to make MVPs. They say the idea of that program is if I take you to a country and I give you one computer, you should be able to turn that to an empire before I come back in the next 3 months. That's what we taught us to do. So we taught us programming, business, and communications. Our job is to, like what we call the economical hitman. We go into a place, we find out what works, what doesn't work, we play competition, we find out everything so we can build a company that destroys the next company, or we can build a company and make a company stronger. That's our job, to find out immediately. Now all we need is just one laptop, nothing else, right? So I learned to build prototype faster. And at that time we didn't have ChatGPT. Now with ChatGPT I can just say, I want to build this software, this what I want, and it gives me the code and the UI and everything. All I have to do is just know the basics of the software, coding, art, and then I can make products, right? And then we cannot take that MVP to say, let's go to investors. I have this idea, this is the idea. I'm not just talking theory now, I'm showing you how it works. I just need funding to hire people now to work on this now. And people are rejecting it. They're saying, oh, AI is not creative, and if you use it, it doesn't have soul. So I'm in the group I'm going to the group fighting. I'm like,
that's why you see why I wanted Baba to be the last, because I want to hear what this is. What is this exactly? What do you mean by it doesn't have soul? What's the argument here?
So I feel like the main or the biggest argument is more with generative AI. So I think that's the biggest one, where you say people just come in, and so I feel like from their perspective, or from the perspective of people who hate AI, it's like you come in, you tell AI, make a story for me, and AI is just going to go in and sure, you can give me some prompts, but like, are you actually really the one creating this animation, or are you just a director? So it's like, oh, I'm calling myself an AI animator. No, you're not. I'm a little bit of a hater, but I think that I'm not, because I know that the world is definitely going to where AI is going to be is necessary skill for most people to have, especially if you're in this sector that we're in. And so I don't want to be left behind. So as I'm seeing the development, I'm seeing what is happening, and I'm also on my own, not necessarily experimenting, but I'm doing my research on it. So the problem is Gen AI. And the problem is, how do you use AI ethically, in the sense that where somebody feels like you're not stealing somebody's work? Because the main problems was like the thing that happened with the Ghibli style. Somebody who's putting so much to develop his own style, and then it became a trend, and then it's like, oh, look at me in Ghibli, and then it loses that soul, it loses that the meaning that it had, the originality and all of that. So like, if somebody is able to tell their story, like for animation, for things that what we're doing, like the story is important. That's the most important thing. If we're able to watch and we're able to like feel what's going on. I'm a hater, but like I'm not that much of a hater. If it's good, it's good. So the problem is bad AI, where you can see the problems, because the people that are doing the good things, like you won't even know that it's AI, except they tell you. And those are people who use it in a way that they have their animation skills, and also like AI is just as good as the user. So if the person that's using it does not know anything about animation, doesn't know anything about storytelling, doesn't know anything about anything, then they're going to be providing stuff that just looks weird. But when somebody who actually knows what they're doing is using the tools, then yeah. So me, I've been using AI to assist me with, because I'm not a coder, I ran away from learning Python and all of those things. But
Peace.
but Blender and ChatGPT are literally ran with the same code. So when I started learning geometry nodes, I wasn't really sure. Like I don't really know my way around. I know I could like learn with tutorials, but sometimes I just want to do some things very quickly. So I literally just go and ask ChatGPT, what is the node I'm supposed to use here? And it just gives me, and I just put it in, and that's it. And I'm like, okay. So I don't feel like I'm hurting anybody by doing that, and I'm also learning because I'm taking notes of what I'm doing. So, but yeah, so just let it assist you. Let it make your work greater. But again, notice your work, right? I like the idea where I can. That's for me, where I have a sense of ownership. Where I'm like, okay, I didn't just tell chat to just do this thing. I did it for me. I want to know that I put in like some work, which is I feel. That's the end of my TED talk about here.
Okay, so I love it. So I'm still here. So because you know what, I think that there are this generation of people that I'll call like the old schoolers in AI right now, and then there are this generation of people who have jumped on the trend, and they're totally into it, and it will reflect in their words, their mindset or their mentality, their thinking will reflect in their words. So when you say things like, for example, I want to see that I put in the work. But I hear you say something like, I needed to do this, and I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, what is this? And I'm like, you don't consider that work enough because you haven't sweated.
No, but isn't it a thing of the percentage of work that goes into it that comes from the output? So rather than thinking of it from the perspective of you're doing 90% of the work, it's more like it's 50-50 or something. But some others are doing 5% of the work and just let AI do it. Write me a story.
So here's how I
Write me the story or something.
No. So you always tell me something about even suffering. So when you're so used to suffering, then you don't know that ease is supposed to be where you're supposed to be. Because you're so used to suffering.
Yes.
Do you
yes.
see? So people were so used to cutting the grass, and then a tractor comes around and saying, "This tractor is making you lazy." Sorry. that was too much work. Now I could use the tractor, clear this thing, and then I now have brain power and space
to think of other things
to get other things done exponentially.
I have a bot.
So button.
Can I just?
Oh, I wish somehow I just want Baba to cap it because he's using AI. So
he's using everything. This guy is
No, you won't.
In fact,
you would.
Try it.
You were gonna say the
It's going to be short.
that's all.
Yeah, but like sometimes animation can be frustrating. It can be stressful. But like that's the beauty in it. Like I know that I'm going through some stress, but that's the cool part. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I don't want it easy. If I wanted it easy, I would have done that.
What she's saying is actually important. If you like,
Right.
there's the part about you learning something or becoming better at something or becoming more confident with something. Now there's some research that talks about the loss of cognitive skills because you delegate everything to AI to do.
Yeah.
And of course that happened with phones. We used to be able to remember phone numbers.
Yeah.
Right.
What about Google Maps?
Maps, we used to be able to remember how to get to places.
Get somewhere.
Right.
We used to remember to knock and press the doorbell.
Yeah.
Now you just call.
call.
No one knocks. No one knocks.
Actually, we don't really knock anymore.
Yeah. So, but the question is now, is that because this keeps happening, you're not going to find someone who knows how to cut grass anymore or things like that because those skills are gone, they've been replaced.
Yeah.
So is this such a bad thing? That would be the question. But what she's saying is actually important because here we go. So we've had power
We're in
cuts.
Nigeria,
so welcome to Nigeria. But you can still hear us
from wherever you are. Welcome to Nigeria. You've never been here before yet.
Yeah.
It'll come back up. Don't worry.
Yeah. So there's that. But while the transition happens, there's always going to be that consideration of how much, because you still need those cognitive skills. Why is it hard to say that?
Yeah.
For this period.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point it might become obsolete. But while we're in this transition mess in between, it's hard to say. Do do you still need this? Do you want to relinquish that, sort of control or I don't know, ownership to something else? So that's it's quite
absolutely.
important. Yes.
So I love that you say transition. So because the intention behind anything for me is what matters. That you bring intention to whatever it is that you're doing. So for example, I use ChatGPT because I don't code and do all those stuff with every other thing that I'm doing, for example. And I am using ChatGPT with intention. So I have to research. So I'm not delegating. In fact, I'm challenging AI. I'm saying, what about Okay, sit as a consultant in and tell me what this. No, think about it and I see where it hooks up. I keep telling you that this AI knows that it's hooking up. I'll slap it. It gets tired. But that's because I set my intention to work with this thing to produce a result. Do you see? In my prefrontal cortex is very active. So I'm not being lazy.
Yeah, but that's you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, that when you bring that level of intention to your work, to AI, even with animating, even whatever it is, because the animations right now, their transition, they have their core limitations. When you generate an image, I think there's even, you generate an image here and you can't generate the same thing in this. The limitations are like crazy. So you have to really know what you're doing. You have to really build up this skill, and in doing that, you're building up a muscle as well. Your cognitive, it cannot. I don't believe that solutions actually come to weaken our brain. I think it's how we apply the solutions that come. So that intention is very, very key. Yeah, because it can either make you even more creative or take away your creativity. Is intention.
Yes.
So make
It's
it
intention.
If I would go with, so that's what I'm arguing. I'd be like, for everything we'll lose with AI, we'll get new skills. So when my Photoshop came, we lost some skills, right? Most people don't know how to draw with pencils anymore, but some people know how to draw. Some people became masters of digital art using tablets and everything. Some people might not know how to use crayon anymore, but they know how to do digital painting, right? My own is, let's start focusing on what the new skills will be.
And what we gain.
And let's start pushing that, because Nigerians are one of the most, I keep saying, if there's anything we have is that inside spirit to push forward. I want us, this is the only time I feel like Nigerian creative space can catch up with anybody in the world. We can churn out as much, like what Nollywood did. We have to be able to do this, but the artists are still holding on to the fact that if everybody can do this, then I'm not special anymore. But that's a lie. That's a lie. We all can drive cars, but if they call for drivers, they're going to still pick one blessing.
This guy is a teacher.
There are people that
he's a teacher.
Presidents. You will go for that same time, you can drive. Go for that, they won't pick you. He has experiences dribbling in Iraq or wherever, so they need him. So people, I feel like this is when if you want to get a job, you just pick a character in T-pose. You just texture it halfway, and they're like, that's my work. Now the benchmark has moved up. Because anybody can generate that. What else would you do now to make yourself stand out? As a creative person, you've always had to stand out. It's always been hard. Maybe because I don't know if it's anybody. I don't know if it's been easy for anybody else, but it's always been hard for me. So I don't know, and I don't expect it to be easy. So when I hear people, and that's the honest thing, as someone who's in the art space and in the gaming space, programmers are not even crying as hard as the artists are crying, and it scares me. Do you see what AI is doing to music right now? I've written songs and I've sold songs for 500K.
You have what?
And I don't think.
Uche, let's talk about this. There was that lady that wrote that. Oh, she did like this AI thingy, this version of herself. It was not Oprah. Someone interviewed her. She won this crazy award. I'm serious. She has this
for Grammys or something.
Yeah.
She's
a singer. She cannot sing.
Oh,
she has this AI, but and she'll just feed it with all this.
And she won Grammy.
She won.
I think she's that talks about her being.
Being nominated. Okay.
Right.
So how for example, for the music aspect, we have a lot of people to go to studio time is like 15K minimum, right?
Yeah.
And then you can only try one song, you do your song and it doesn't work out for you. And then there's this upcoming artist, he has this idea of music. He doesn't know if it should be reggae or rap or whatever. But AI platform like Suno, I can try all that flavor, and he says, okay, I've had all of them. I think I'll go with this flavor. and his 15K will be just once. So I teach upcoming musicians how to use AI to pick one song and then go and sing it actually. Not just take that song and post online. I mean, go through your lyrics, refine it with ChatGPT, make it faster, come to a decision, go and take it home, refine as you want, and then take it to Suno, listen to yourself, listen to your lyrics if it makes sense at all.
We don't blow now. No.
I've been getting 500K just to teach that.
Are you for real?
Yeah, people come to my idea just to use how to use Suno, which is just $10, just $10 for a month, right? But I'm saying that like that's how much the music industry is going to be able to change. And these are people that Universal Studios have signed deals with.
Yeah. I saw it.
It's not like as if they are outside the box anymore. Unity has added AI to assist with coding. Unreal Engine has done that to himself too. OpenAI has signed deal with DreamWorks. What are we waiting for?
Oh my gosh. No, do you remember what I was telling you? I'm so sorry, Baba. I'm so sorry. Do you remember I was telling you just yesterday about what happens with phases, transitions, that from the Industrial Revolution to internet, all that when we have these seasons of transitions, that they come to level the playing field. God is so awesome. He's so amazing. It just comes to give opportunities, level the like how in the world would Gen Zs have survived this dollar to naira crazy stuff. It would have been mad. But the internet came to bring this opportunity for them. There's Upwork, there's all these things. Now they can earn, you were saying 700, they can earn this amount. That's what happens with the waves on the sea. So when he's saying that this is the time for Africans to jump on this wave so that they can level up and get global recognition with creativity. This is it. So that's why I'm like, yes. Baba now is Dr. Baba uses AI.
A lot of what I would say he has been saying it. He has been saying it a lot. I'll just say some things there. One thing, we need to ask ourselves questions. For instance, these tools, digital tools we use, we are not the one making them. That's one thing. Tomorrow, if Blender puts everything 70% AI, should we stop to use it? You understand now? We won't stop to use it. And if you look at it in a way, there's even before this AI, there's been some form of thing that looks like AI. For instance, the 2D traditional, what they have to draw so many frames, do everything. Yeah, with 3D, you can just put frames, and keep frames, and add spline, and you just make it. So the tools have been making it easier for us as we go. It now became this. It now became like this, and we're complaining. The thing there is that if you check what AI is doing now is actually it's creating a new demand. It's creating a new kind of way art is perceived and a new way. But it's not. I don't think it still kills the old. No, because for instance, for arts, right? I've done watercolor, oil painting, and all that. They still exist. They still oil paints, they still exist. It's just that it's going to force create artists, because one thing someone said, like you mentioned that the musicians are not complaining about this. The writers, they are not complaining. They are not complaining about this AI days. It's going to force artists to become entrepreneurs than just service-based jobs. And if you look at it, when we as artists got into this thing, it wasn't because of the paycheck we started in the first place. We wanted to maybe tell our story, we wanted to know how to express ourselves. So I see that it's going to give you maybe more time to do other expression. It doesn't kill this, but this is now a new form of art. It's the same way where there was traditional before digital came. The traditional guys were shouting, digital is not. It even just recently they accept digital as a form of art, and you post it in certain museums. Before they didn't, the digital art that we're doing, they didn't consider it as art. They were angry.
That's true.
Now AI is come. The digital artists are not saying the AI is art. You understand? There'll be more things, but it doesn't. I've seen in the market people still demand, hey, we want watercolor, we want this traditional thing. We still want.
So it wouldn't go away. It becomes
it becomes like
a novelty.
For instance, Lakers students, they still do their stop motion. There's digital. There's all this. It takes so much time to do that stop motion. So much pain. You model it. They still do it, and some of them even still use the digital tools to help do the stop
Yeah,
motion.
yeah.
So it's getting like that, and for all our complaint, well, whatever we're seeing with AI now, actually is the worst it can ever be. It's getting to
It's
some
getting
extent
so much better.
so much better. I just from what she's saying, I just want to say some part that what we should be careful as artists is that we are not reliant totally. That we just say, okay, we give AI and it should do it. We don't put in that creative input. For instance, if you think about it's not just the hand that draws, it's not just the hand that do things, it's your mind.
Yeah.
So if you have better pencil, you do well. If you have better computer and all that, you do well. If you have better tools, you now use your mind to do well. The problem where I feel artists have right now is that they feel we have this special power and you now give it to everybody. That now it's not becoming special. Everybody could just press this and
That's
this. But this is the thing. Let it. I feel by the time it's spread out, we will know who's the artist. We will know who is the artist
Bro.
because you start see stupid AI work. Then you see a professional AI
Exactly.
work. So we will know who's the artist. Let's leave everything. It's the same thing with digital. When it started, everybody okay, you can draw, you can this. Then you see somebody come and do his digital art. I'm like, wow.
Using the same software.
Is it the same? Exactly. So and the thing is this demand with if you notice when digital art came, even people consuming it changed their perspective, their orientation, how they see art. So you find that the way by the time everywhere AI is too rampant now, even the consumers will look at that when you see this and you don't want it.
Yeah.
They want something else. So it's two things I say. It's either we flood it and people say no, let's go back to the old ways. Because it happens with animation. I don't know if you remember those times, those fantasy then that they'll make animation so realistic.
Final
These-
Fantasy,
all those things like that.
yeah,
At one point,
yeah.
everybody was trying to make things so realistic.
Yes, Uncanny Valley.
At the point, everybody was like, we're tired of the realistic. Give us that
That's
cartoony.
true. That's
You
true.
like to watch animation.
Now
Wow.
you see the Spider-Verse, they are now making 3D look 2D.
Yes.
You're not
yes.
seeing, okay, so the Lion King, I think it resonates with the younger generation, right? Because they've not seen the older generation.
Yeah.
The older ones that have seen the old Lion King, they wanted it more cartoony than the realistic.
Yes, the live action, yeah.
That was
You
how
understand?
like,
It was natural wild.
They want it, but the younger generation they didn't feel that. I think they are reaching out to them more. That's why they did that thing. But what it's telling me is that it's two things. It might get to a point that I don't know really. It might get to a point that there's AI somewhere that people, the consumers now say, no, we want the traditional feel. It might get to that point. Or it gets to a point that we want this. So I just know there's something new going out, and it will be bad if we are not leveraging on something or we're not learning it. Even if it's an enemy, at least learn the enemy. Know how the enemy works. Know all this. Then you take a stand. And like you rightly say, we are at disadvantage, honestly. And we are now still saying, see, if you check, most of the people that are saying that they even till tomorrow, AI comes, those guys will never go hungry. They have been in the history, the guys that are pioneering this thing, they have been in that industry, like the highest concept artists. Even with AI, they will still call
rise
them
to
because
yeah.
of what they have. I know, like Marvel Comics right now, we do digital and all that. There are some people that they still pay them way more to do tradition or painting cover, and they'll do it in big. Then these guys have to now take it, find a way to digitize it, a big artwork, and make it small. But it's just that they have made a mark.
Yes,
this is it. People know you, that you are this. You have this followership. You have these people. This is your brand. But we see an upcoming artist now and other that maybe hasn't gotten there yet, and we were trying to compete outside, and these guys are doing this thing. And the way it is now, even you understand. So I just feel we should just leverage whatever tools you have now. If you want to do this thing, not at least the knowledge is there. the skill is there. You're not going in, it's not going to take anything from you. You could as well do it. If you're comfortable, you could do it. You could say you want to do this thing. So that's my disposition.
It's a big opportunity. It's a huge opportunity, and of course, while we have the limitations, those are quickly getting erased. In terms of transitions or being able to control things or control how your characters move. But okay, so that aside, and one of the things that helped us a lot was also voiceovers. We could do them on the phone and then clean up all the noise and everything using AI tools, right? So it's huge opportunity. We didn't have to rent studio space. Okay, we did anyway. But even one of the studio spaces that we rented was the quality from there was just terrible. Okay, so we've been at this for 1 hour. As in, time flies, and we have refreshment. We're meant to come here and just chill and hang out, but we thought we'll bring you guys in. We're chilling and hanging out, yeah, but we can't really eat while you're here, But yeah, so let's talk about 2026. Right?
That's like last conversation.
Yeah, this is let's round up like here. And for us, we already have big plans and things that we want to do. We want to build from where we started and just multiply and just expand and do more. But I want to hear your thoughts on what next, based on maybe working with Vertex and Stage Right. What do you think is the next best thing to do? Let's see if we can sort of Uchenna already talked about a Stage Right game. Stay right the game. So I'll keep your eyes peeled. How about that? Maybe. But or just on a general level, 2026, based on what we discussed about AI, backstories about the characters using AI, or just new projects. What are you guys?
I just got really excited by the things that you just said. So sorry, pardon me if I'm saying exactly what you said. But Stage Right is a game.
It's a game, yes.
It's a game.
Yes.
So I feel like that's that's where you should go with it. That's where you should go with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So so it's just how fun can you make it to make that game. It could be like a what's it called? Like if I no problem. Talk about
it. Okay, this is the inner caucus discussion. If you think Stage Right game should be a thing, leave a comment and let us know. All right, let's vote. Let's vote on this thing because it wasn't part of the plan, but it seems like it's a very popular thing that we can actually do. We can actually pull off. So how about that? Okay, so
and also the spin-offs.
The spin-offs
because they're really super cool, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys don't like Kemji. Kemji is the guy that appeared the least, but we've got Fedge is online. Fedge, Fedge, we're coming to you. We're coming to Abuja, and we're gonna see you.
And we're gonna do this. There.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the spin-offs, yes, and Kemji is the guy who's been on screen the least.
The host.
He went first, but the guy has a story that you guys want to see as well. If all of them have stories that you want to see, crazy stories, backstories. So there's Stage Right backstories, and
Mali came first.
Mali came first.
We thought we were gonna do Mali. This was 2020.
2020, yes.
2020, yeah.
Yes.
We were writing Mali in 2020.
Yes.
We really thought that we wanted to do, and it's a very, very fantastic story. This spy girl. It's something which I think would love.
Yeah, of course, which is gonna love.
Because we couldn't do Mali, we were like, let's make her character in Stage Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're like, and so the idea is actually now do Mali. That was the idea. Mm-hmm. That was our initial idea. That we just make her a character and just introduce her as a character. She's still the same person. This is her mysterious self, and she has this crazy backstory. So Mali is already like a thing. Yes. We have episodes of her written already.
That would be so cool.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, but yes, please, you guys take it away. Bye-bye.
Did I say too much there?
No. Mali's on the website, so it's fine. Yeah.
Yes, Mali's not actually on the website.
No, she is.
Oh, she is.
Yes,
she is.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, for me, 2026, I'm looking at we could really explore the process more and see if there could be more and synergy that occur with AI and the 3D platforms, and just see how we could do 2x what we're already doing, how we could really um, create more quality and less time, and how we could also be better storyteller, because that is actually about story.
Yes.
Yeah, so everything is actually about story. So we're using this medium to tell a good story to make people happy and put a smile on their faces. So it's more like that's how can we do it better. So whatever sources we have, let's boost it and let's see how it's gonna be better. So that's my own with 2026, and even on a personal level as well.
Yes.
To how do we do this thing better, more efficient, less costs. Cost is there,
Yes.
and then time. Like when you say constraint, there's one thing I forgot to say it. Like in Nigeria, there's no time is something that the average person here does not understand. Maybe in outside the country, if you tell the person you do this thing in 2 weeks, they say, okay, 2 weeks, how do you give it time? If you tell a Nigerian person you do it in 2 weeks, you shout, 2 weeks. But yeah, I wanted it yesterday. So time is one of the factor of the creative. So we'll see how we could, how we'll be magicians with what we have. So 2026, we'll see how we could do that, and we could do more, and even our own personal lives, so that we free more time to do more better things, and let's just do more, have more time to do more.
Yeah,
And
do
not
more.
still burn out and all that. So that's part of the goal for 2026.
Wow. Yes, and I love what you said about being able to try out new processes, because that was the whole point when we started Stage Right. I was like, guys, we're gonna try out new things. We'll probably fail multiple times, but let's just keep going. And if we don't get it to work, then so be it. But we're going to try anyway, and this is the aim. And look at these guys, we pulled it off. As in, just people with passion and heart and grit, like Uchenna said, and here we are. So let's go again, right? Let's find a way to 2x the speed, and let's look at the process. Let's make the storytelling better. That's yes, powerful. I love that. Uchenna.
So we're talking about the game.
Yes. Okay, but please, you can expand on it.
Okay, so
Let's see.
For me, I already told myself this year I was going back to why I came into this space in the first place. I came in as a game developer. So 2020, I moved into animation, so I got tired of asking people for help and come up with stories. So I said, okay, during lockdown, I said, let me blend that myself. And I part of that. So, but the thing about the game development space was that I left because at the time we started making games, we didn't have any. We were like the only ones. There were very few. We didn't know what we were doing. We just wanted to make what we're seeing on PlayStation, but we didn't have the proper education or support or whatever it was. So halfway, I and my friend, we knew we were lacking, and so we said, let's just quit and go learn and then come back. So I said, well, I know I'm lacking animation. Let me go learn animation and come back. And try to learn programming. I gave up on programming, and then I had to go and do the scholarship program thing and then come back. But then I got focused heavily on products. So and then consistency for salary. One thing later on, I just had to get a job. So people like, you do this game, you're good at it, you don't make money. So I just went through the whole rabbit hole of what an artist goes through when they're coming up, when they don't have any support. And I said, how now that I am a bit out of it, how do I replicate that for other people? Because I'm training people now, I teach now. How do I get people? Because first of all, one of the things we had was no one would ask me, who do you know to hire? And I wouldn't be able to recommend somebody. Most of the people in the space are people that are already working. So I already knew I was working with Magic Campaign. So like I keep track of everybody, I keep track of just in case somebody asks me for someone. But all the people that are good, once they get to a certain level, they are already occupied by someone else. So how do we get certain new talents that are willing to, not perfect, but willing to learn and grow on the job? Because I grew on stage, right? Like most of us grew on this job, so like I think that you have to come in perfect. So I'm trying to create that process where I'm able to have a process that brings out more artists, better people on our level, faster than we were doing it before. That's one thing I want to do. So Australia will never lack, or other companies will never lack new talents that are willing to open their mind and learn new things. So it will involve everything, AI, traditional way, I'm not going to hold anything back because I don't want to lock anybody to a particular space. That's one. So I'm going back to game development because I realized the feeling like when I'm making animations, I like it, but when I'm making games, I feel at home.
Wow.
Maybe because for game is multitasking. I have to be like in many parts at once. Animation, programming, game design. Like I like when I'm stressed, like when my head. I focus more when I have more to solve. And when I solve those problems, I sleep better. But with animation, I started feeling like I was losing something after a while. So I started making game again. I said, "I'm my wife, okay. I think I made a mistake making game development because this is the first time I'm whole like we have a board for I have the project manager. So we have a board for tracking what I do, and when it comes to animation, I miss all my deadlines. But when it came to I said,
you make a good leader.
but why make
You're making it very.
you're rigging it? That's what I focused on, right? I love it. Yeah, but
And lighting.
So even the complex ones with code, like you will be a really good.
so the issue now I have is when I started making games, I hit on my goals. I didn't need to be vlogged. I was like, okay, I think I found what I think I've left there. Let me just say we'll have less spoil. So I'm meeting on my goals and it's amazing. I'm having to do my 3D animation, my 3D design, and still make my game. And I'm not the moment it was just only animation, I was not even doing anything. I was just
That's the passion. That's the
so I
passion.
realized that game was going to so I went back to I would like to do more game projects. That's why I suggested Steve right game. It's really happy everything. It's a unity. We have the characters.
Yeah.
Assets.
Yes, we have the
It's great
assets.
together.
Good to
I don't
go.
have the voiceover.
And we have SN ready to go.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask something later, but I'm going to ask you later.
Later.
Let me ask you here. Like, so you can answer later. How did you get the environment? Because I was lost. It was like a maze. How did you figure out each room? Because when I watched those animations, I was like, this person lives in this house. Like, so in the script, you know what was when we were showing the script? I go into the house.
Yeah.
I'm in the house.
Yeah.
I know what I'm seeing, but I couldn't make it. You get like I know what I was seeing in the script when I go into the house. When they welcome me because I'm Mali. When they welcome me to the house, when I'm going around and stupid.
You're Mali.
I know what I mean.
He's
I
Mali.
see room in my head, but when I tried to make it up, I wasn't making what I was saying. When after they dropped what they did, I was like, okay, this is where I was in this. This is where I was in this. When I'm in the script in my head, this is the room I was. This was the room was when the battles were happening in the rooms. This was the room I was seeing in my head that she made. Like so, but like I said, she got the script. Like I don't know if you read the story and you just got exactly what I would have loved to make. So I realized that like maybe my passion is not really like.
No, like sometimes it's like different perspectives. What if it just you have been working on it consistently for a while, so you probably will not even. So me, I was coming in like with maybe fresh eyes and all of that.
You did an amazing job. You didn't just make
I've seen his own passion. I understand his own feeling.
You didn't just make like walls. You made that's the point. Like if anybody that reads that script will know.
So that's where
you will know.
No, but he actually, my goodness. So I think even what tripped us was the color. Down to the color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know the color scheme for stage right? Did you work with it?
No, I didn't know the color scheme. So I was.
No, we changed it after.
Oh, we changed it after.
Oh, we changed it. But she still used that sea
but she
green.
still
She used the theme.
Yes.
Because we talked about it. We're like, how did she use the theme?
Yes.
It was sea green and
Like
a bit blue.
It felt like the house. I felt like it felt like she read the script from when like it felt like she slept with us. Like as if she knew the whole script.
It was meant to be. How about that?
Yes, it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Sometimes when we do
You say like a joke, but that's so true.
generalist,
Yeah.
they still what that calls skills that you do everything, but this one is my own.
Yeah, it was my
So
own.
I
I think,
maybe that's our own.
That's our own.
And
idea.
so what you're explaining to, that's the one. That's your own.
Yeah, so
you excel more in that
I like to solve problems.
Mm.
You know, say like I'm fixer, like I want to figure out why it is not working. That's what I like
Yes.
to do on the project.
Like what I was saying, like you rigging, for what you're saying about rigging, like when you're doing rigging, especially some complex for complex animation like that, that's that kind of thing. If you allow me, let somebody just rig this thing. You understand? So he is the kind of person that will now prefer to do that aspect than the one that I'm saying I would love to do. So it's just I'm not
That's the point.
amazed to see
I
how
took on to rigging
how the minds are
this year.
different.
Yeah.
And I conquered it by December and I got bored. Only game development doesn't get me bored. I'm not leaving this time. I'm not going to do it.
You don't know that.
You know, you might
If it might take you
Another thing that happened
18
was
years
at
like
the
me.
time. So at the time, I was good at making games, but I was not bringing money home. And everyone was like, "You're chasing your passion too much. Why don't you get a job?" Like, so it was. I said, "Okay, no, let me just get a job. If I can still learn a job, and I can do this, and I love to do."
Yeah.
So I'm not this way I can now balance all of the bits. I'm not where I want to be when it comes to money, but at least salary comes every month, and I can still dedicate some more time for this thing I love to do. So I'm not where I want to go back to what I love to do, not be running around for money. Then not doing this. So that was one thing. And then that's what for me about my next year. So my next year is going to be just trying to turn stories to be more interactive. I want people to just not just walk through a story. I want people to say, okay, I think this one here. Should I shoot Mali or should I shoot? I know the script said they should, but I want to.
I want to change the script.
What if I didn't go through this room? Like I want people to take straight right the game, and then say, okay, I know what the script says, but I want to try this. And funny for us, we already have intro videos because all this animation are all intro videos for each scene. So I feel like the game will just be the next level for me to go to the next level to just take to the next
Actually, it could be like a VR experience.
Yeah, it can be anything.
Oh boy, VRX. Okay,
It can be first person. It can
let's
be
add this to the list.
first person, it can be third person, whatever it is. So I'm really excited for. I'm already seeing it in my head. The best I told me, looking ready to steal the characters and just try something. I'm like, Jack of Pedro, just grow the characters because I don't know Pedro. I don't have them anymore. Like, just surprised me with something like a demo.
Let's talk about it. Okay, but it won't be a surprise anymore. No problem. But now I know. So
I don't mind. So that's just me for next year. I'm trying to bring back because I closed my game company. I will bring it back and then take stories and make it interactive, like brands like Stage Drive the movie or Yano the movie. I was working on a Yano game and I'm working on a personal game right now. So trying to pitch to companies. Okay,
You were working on a young game.
Yeah, I was trying. I reached out to somebody in the company, I sent an email. I said, "This is what I want to do. This is what I have." I showed the demo. I was like, "If I can polish it up and then come back in there, so you would have a better conversation with the people on board." So I was doing that on low key, but I got bored.
And that was game.
No, not the game, but like the characters. I'm limited, so I got to a level where I have something big in the game now, and that's taking me time. So, and I would have done to Pedro, but Pedro is right now busy, so I'm having to
Pedro's busy.
myself. Pedro would have just killed some things for me because she was one made character actually. I quit a year months ago, and she made character like in 3 days. I don't know where she comes from, but anyway, she made the character in 3 days, and then so I know something else I needed her to do, but she's too busy right now. I said, let me just give her some. So that's why I slowed down. But I have enough to go back to the company and say, this is where we are. If we got funding, we got support. We take Yano to a product people will look already. Let's just make something interactive. So trying to
I'm loving this. Big things coming 2026. Big things coming. And I like how we've even talked about even personal goals and how a lot of it just aligns with what we are looking at for 2026 as well. And I know you mentioned, even bringing people, because then talent is hard as well, and just being able to once you can get passionate people, it's easy to upskill. Like easy to just grab onto some of the knowledge that you need, and that is our plan. That's one of our plans for next year. Do more upskilling, do more training, use a real life project, and get more artists actually doing the things that they love, and also creating something that people are going to love. So I love how it aligns with just our plans, and the game is becoming more and more like, I'm just saying, state right game. Okay, so that's another thing that is like a big thing for 2026. And beyond that, we also have another exciting project. But I'll let you talk about it, MJ. So what are we? Well, we have many things. So I'll give you the floor to talk about.
So that we can
Okay, wrap up. Yes, I'm very hungry.
Okay, so plans for 2026, huge plans. Nana, you said it well now, and you said it too. I love when you say multiply our success. So that's what we plan to do. We plan to multiply the success. That's our mandate. That's what we're called to multiply what we have already started building. We have something that we call Parable in the works.
Parables.
Yes, that doesn't mean that's the name that's coming out. It's what we call
the
it,
project,
right? It's
yes.
just Project Parables. And what we want to do is take these stories, short bursts of them, give them life, and throw them out there. They would be very, very, very they'll be brilliant. I mean, when you see it, don't worry. I can't tell you about it or anything. I'll just say no spoilers. Just be on the lookout. That's what we want to do. I think very importantly, if I just might say something generally, when I look at Uche, I'm always, that's why I was looking at you when Uche was talking. To say it's like MG and Uche. I tell me lots about Uche sometimes. Well, before I'm like, this guy. So this guy is a man of many sides. So he has this teaching gift. He's a creative guy, and he's very very passionate as well. And you have to find a way to be able to master all that fire of passion and emotion at the inside of you. Otherwise, it could dissipate it into a lot of things, and then you would not see anything substantial. And that's I think that also is like a big problem with creatives, with artists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
go
the
ahead.
thing with artists as well. Is what they do. They're very, very passionate, and that's why they're even holding on to. And a lot of them want to hold on to their craft. But let me bring it home here. Um, One of the big things that would have to learn how to do as creative people, as artists, is entrepreneurial skills. So we have to learn how to be entrepreneurs. We have to. That is the way our talent can thrive. Our talent does not thrive by just expressing it.
Hmm.
It thrives by us knowing how to multiply our expression. And we have to know how to send that expression to work. Send it. So it's not multiple expressions. It's not do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. It's that you can do this one thing and send it to work. And once it begins to bring results, then you now are able to begin to express these other things because you have found this channel that works. When you find what works, that knowledge is yours. No one takes it away. Then you're able to flow. So, when I was like, it's like, you just might have to sit down to say, how do I become an entrepreneur? Because you're saying something that's so visionary. I remember the interview we had with him. He's visionary without even knowing that he's visionary. So he was saying exactly our vision that unity. He was doing something unity, and he was saying that because we need to find a way to make this thing cost efficient and find a way to, because there are ways to make this thing faster. There are ways to da 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 da. And right now he's saying something else about churning out talent for companies, for organizations. I'm like, stay there. In my mind, I'm holding him down, and I'm like, stay there. No. I'm like, no, that is amazing. He's saying
they all said things are like
like crazy. Yes,
because that's why I
my
think that we're like I'm glad we're meeting here because we're connected in so many ways that even you came on the project, it felt like you've been with on the project for a while. But when you came on the project, same thing. You just seamlessly better. And when we're even thinking about what's for next year, I'm like, we can work on this. What do you say? We can work on it. We're just connected in all those ways. That is just amazing, right? And well, I mean,
I'm like, let's make money together.
The end.
I'm serious.
All right.
Next year, let's make money. Money. A friend of mine will say that everybody has mouth. Money is the volume. Everybody has a voice. No, but it's the truth. Everybody has passion. Everybody has mouth. Money is the volume. So let's.
That was one of the biggest issue. That's why I'm happy about next year. Next year I'm really happy because something big I'm working on. That I don't talk about is already it's done.
All
It's
right.
next year, so, but for the first time I have an investor, which I've never had
Amazing. So guys, look out for all these faces. Look out for, I don't know how do we make it? How do we bring this here? All right. Look out for SN. Look out for Baba. In fact, I don't know, give me all your channels. We'll put them in the description. We'll put your handles in the descriptions here. Look out for Uchenna. Look out for MJ. Look out for myself. And we're coming with more
Coming in hot.
yes, we're coming in hot. There's fire in our bones, in our bellies, in our minds. It's like we're ready to take over. So,
Yeah.
guys, thank you for hanging out with us. This is like this is how we chat normally. We just and we're gonna keep that. We're gonna eat. You know, you can't join us for that one. Thank you for joining us for this one. Though.
I feel like this was good. It could have been like a podcast. We can I feel like it could be like a creative hangout podcast, stuff like that.
I think if you can do that,
And
please
it's very
do, because
helpful.
we need a place where we can do
We know we'd have him.
Man, this Uchenna is a solid
yes,
guy.
yes.
All right. Wait, let's see. Okay, I don't know if anyone had any comments. I can't see anything.
No,
But I'm gonna end it
I'll
here.
be surprised.
And
So our first, like.
yes, well, I don't know. End it.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
For
much.
joining and we'll watch later on. Bye.
Woo. And stream.